So heading out now. We are just packing our stuff. So we put our stuff in the back of the car. And now I grabbed some water that has ice. And yeah, I'm excited. We took our jackets and about to head out and catch you soon. Bye. So we are on our way. Just a little background story. It's a little shaky, forgive me. We have both never been camping before. We have never stepped. Did you go camp like when you were younger? Like stay away camp? Yeah, so we've never done like stay away camp. I did day camp growing up. So this is the closest thing to camping that we are going to encounter. The reason why we're going in the first place is to give ourselves like a little retreat. It is the holiday season, so give ourselves a little retreat. Give ourselves a little retreat to reset, to kind of refresh, and of course spend some time in the presence of the Lord. So super excited about that, and we are heading there now. Check-in is at 3 p.m. We still don't know which cabin we are going to be staying at. They give you that information 30 minutes prior to your check-in time, which I think is the safety measure, which I actually like, because that has been something that has been on my mind, just everything that has to do with safety. So heading there now, and yeah, I will keep you guys posted and bring you along that journey, and hopefully everything else from here on out will be just me showing you footage of it instead of like yapping away. Bye.
We're black people. Of course we're gonna reverse into that parking, because if something pops off, we need to be able to be out of there. This is what our cabin looked like. We had a lakeside view. We did choose this. It's an additional cost, but I definitely think it's worth it because the views are just beautiful. Each of the cabins are labeled. Ours was perfecto, which was perfect for the purpose that we were here. In the cabin, immediately coming in, you are presented with everything. So that's the kitchen area. This is the sleeping area. And let me tell you, those windows, you can see outside and outside people can see you. But for privacy, you are able to draw up the blinds, kind of get some privacy. Also featured is this cell phone lockbox to put away your phones. We had service the whole time we were there, but I had read mixed reviews, and they had a handwritten note when we arrived, which I thought was a nice touch. There were some books in the cabin, mostly for decor, I'm sure, but enough to unplug. There was a thermostat. You can control this for both warm and hot air, as well as a phone to make outgoing calls. And we had some utensils to make food if we wanted. So your typical bowls, spoons, knives, pans, pots, those sort of things if you wanted to make a nice small meal for two. And of course, a stovetop. It also had a sink, which I wasn't sure if that was the same sink people were using to brush your teeth, because that would be kind of gross. And there isn't one inside of the bathroom, which I'll show you in a bit. But this is the fridge. And right next to that was the trash bin, as well as the paper towel. I honestly thought that the person that designed this space did a really good job in using every single corner. And that is kind of the HVAC system to give you some air, whether it's cold or hot. And right next to that is the bathroom. On top of that is the towel rack. There is a window if you wanted to crack that open. And there's a timer to turn on the lights. There's additional toilet paper. And this is what the shower looked like. It had your shampoo, your conditioner, and your shower gel. And the water pressure was honestly pretty chill. I've had worse at bigger hotels, so I thought that was pretty impressive. At the entrance of the cabin, you had a lantern that you can carry out if you wanted to have some light. We ended up using our cell phones or bringing a flashlight, so we didn't have to use this, but I still thought it was a cool feature. In terms of safety, we did have this door lock as well as this latch that you can flip up for an additional safety precaution. I thought this was necessary and helped put my heart at ease because I did come in here nervous being in the woods and everything. We also had this fire hydrant in case a fire was to go out. Overall, we both felt pretty safe and it was a great start to our year as well as our planning session. In terms of other activities, we also got to see the North Carolina Zoo, which apparently is one of the world's biggest zoos in the top 5 category. So had to see that while we were down here. And while there, it was only right that we also checked out the food scene.
So today ends the day of the cabin experience. We are heading out, and I just wanted to show y'all. This is the ice I packed from when we were coming. That's still ice in there. That's so crazy. So I'm gonna put some water on this and drink it. But heading home for Christmas Eve with the family, and then we're going to church. We're actually gonna be serving in the service at 5 o'clock, and then from there, yeah, I will kind of like, I guess, do like an overall check-in. But this is peace sign from the cabin.